And I got this video of this chick I was watching on IG. She was talking about how when she's walking down a road alone, she feels unsafe. And I didn't know like a lot of women feel like that. As a matter of fact, Brownie, do y'all feel like that for real? Like, do y'all feel like a little level of fear when you walking on the road?
Yes. I definitely do. Like, I'm known, like when I walk, I'm always turning around, looking behind me, like checking for shadows and reflections, see if somebody following me. Like, I take different routes every so often and alternate so people don't just like know my routine on how I'm walking home. Like, you have to be aware as a woman, and I don't think like that men.
Nigga, I feel like that, DJ, depending on where I'm at and what time of night it is. The fuck?
But most men don't. But that's not. But I think way more women think like that, bro.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, depending on where you at, if you car break down, you catch a flat, and you in a neighborhood that's not your neighborhood, or you run out of gas and you in a certain neighborhood that's not your neighborhood, let's say South Oak Cliff, and you got your gas tank, you walking to the gas station, and you see niggas standing outside looking all hungry and shit, and with they fucking shirts off and looking at your ass like you a fucking easy target and looking like you a lit. Listen, men are the biggest victims of robberies and violent crimes.
Do you see how you stereotype a certain group of men to make it show, like, to be like, oh yeah, it has to be in this situation. Yeah, for women, it ain't no situation. That's all the fucking
I didn't say that. I'm not comparing. I'm not victim comparing. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is the fact that I felt that way too. I'm not saying y'all didn't. I'm not saying y'all don't do it more.
But look at this. But if we feel like that as dudes, imagine how they feel like that, bro.
I didn't say mine was more than theirs. Right. No, okay. I can listen. Listen.
Why would we even interject how we feel as men into the conversation with women?
You got it. Wait, let him land Chicago so you don't look crazy.
Because men are human too. It's not a walking down your. It's not a women walking fear. Humans depending on the situation, what they got going on.
According to your
fear is a human thing, is it not?
Fair. Yes, you're right. Okay, and so are men equal to women? Wait. Are men equal to women?
In some ways. Yeah, yes.
In some yes. No. Yes. So men are equal to. So my bone density is the same as my wife.
Because the law said I had to give them equality. So I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, that's the hill you're gonna down.
No, equal. Yes. Wait a minute. Equality means equal rights, equal opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean we equal as like we the same.
We're not the same.
As a matter of fact, all men is not even equal.
I was about to say that too.
No. Doc, you just gave him an out.
No disrespect. This is no disrespect.
Is everybody equal? Are you equal to me?
Example. Let me use this example. If a young Riaz talk to me crazy,
shout out to
I might just be like, man, fuck out of here.
Right.
But if one of you, no respect, if one of y'all talk able body, I'm gonna check that shit, bro.
Now you proving the point.
LeBron James.
So we're not gonna.
And you're gonna conduct yourself accordingly. So why would I expect a woman to conduct herself on the same level as a man?
Did I say that?
You've been insinuating for the whole time you've been up here.
See, that's the problem. As men, we gotta listen. As men, we gotta listen to understand and comprehend, and not listen to.
Let me listen to understand you,
not listen to infer. I said what I said, and I was clear and concise.
Okay, you said
anything I ever say
never
has to be. Anything I ever say never has to be interpreted.
Okay, so
I don't speak and nothing needs to be interpreted. I never said. Listen, I never said men feel this more than women. I never said women shouldn't feel it. I never said I don't understand why women feel that way.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you just having the conversation and Brownie is saying, hey, when I walk down the streets, my head is on the swivel, right? I have to be concerned. And I actually, now listen, here's the thing. I never have to take a different route for how I go home. What Brownie's saying is, I understand exactly what she's saying. Now, you jumped in, bro, and you said, well, men also whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
No, I said DJ asked a question. Anybody on the panel?
No, you came in behind Brownie.
I know, but DJ asked a panel a question. Anybody on the panel feel they got a blah, 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 blah. And then she answered. And after she was done, I answered. I was like, yo, I feel that way too.
No, DJ asked me a question because he was talking about how women feel.
It wasn't. Did he say directly to you or say anybody up here?
And I got this video of this chick I was watching on IG. She was talking about how when she's walking down a road alone, she feels unsafe. And I didn't know like a lot of women feel like that. As a matter of fact, Brownie, do y'all feel like that for real? Like, do y'all feel like a little level of fear when you walking on the road?
Yes. I definitely do. Like, I'm known, like, when I walk, I'm always turning around, looking behind me, like, checking for shadows or reflections, see if somebody following me. Like, I take different routes every so often and alternate so people don't just, like, know my routine on how I'm walking home. Like, you have to be aware as a woman, and I don't think, like, that men...
Nigga, I feel like that, DJ, depending on where I'm at and what time of night it is. The fuck?
I mean, I can go back.
No, actually, I did ask Brownie too, because I was asking for a woman perspective.
Good evening. I'm Christy Casciano. I'm Jeff Kulikowski. A Central New York woman says a gap in New York state law has left her without protection from a stalker.
And now she's pushing for change, calling for a bill that would expand who can get an order of protection. News Channel 9's Ashley Cafaro has her story.
Helping others is what Melissa Patinella does. The avid runner and local physical therapist spends her time giving back, even volunteering on service trips like this. But for more than 4 years, she says she's been living in fear.
I have 4 different ways that I drive to work. I have about 20 different paths that I run on that I never run on the same day of the week or the same time.
It all started, Melissa says, after she met a man through work.
In the 2 years following meeting this person, they were sending me hundreds of messages on social media, reaching out to multiple versions of social media of mine.
She says it escalated, with false reports filed against her to her employer and the FBI. Melissa was granted a temporary order of protection, and he was arrested for stalking and harassment.
From there, unfortunately, he had created basically a binder of pictures and writings and things about me that he had submitted to the DA's office, which triggered him to have his competency evaluated.
After being found competent to stand trial, a court date was set for June. But just as things were looking up for Melissa, it all took a turn after he submitted another binder to the DA's office. A second evaluation found him incompetent to stand trial, and the case was dismissed.
There's no real way to explain what that felt like, but the best way I can explain it was it just broke my heart.
With the case dismissed, the temporary order of protection was also dropped. Just 4 months later, she says the harassment started again.
Like, he could come to my door right now and knock on it.
Searching for options, Melissa began looking into what could be done, and that's when she found the CREEP Act.
If CREEP were to become law, there would be no relationship requirement present in New York state law when it comes to who can get a civil order of protection.
Right now in New York, orders of protection through family court are limited to people with close or intimate relationships. That means victims harassed by acquaintances, coworkers, neighbors, or strangers often can't get protection unless a criminal case is filed. Assemblywoman Jessica Gonzalez Rojas, who sponsored the Assembly version of the bill, says this legislation would close that gap, bringing New York in line with 43 other states that already offer similar protections. Central New York co-sponsors on the Senate side include Senator Rachel May and Senator Chris Ryan.
There's so much that the law is not caught up on and not protecting, and this is the first step that we really, really need to take for any sense of safety for people going through this.
If passed, the CREEP Act would create a new civil order of protection, making it faster and easier for courts to protect victims like Melissa. While it's already passed the Senate, it still needs approval from the Assembly. That's why Melissa is pushing people to call their local representatives.